Have you ever tried to build confidence and completely failed at doing that? If so, it is probably not your fault at all. Because the truth is that what most people teach out there in terms of confidence techniques, tips, tools, hacks, everything, most of it does not work at all. I know because I've tried just about every technique under the sun. From trying to fake it till you make it, to just dressing nicer, to positive affirmations, to just taking tiny steps forward. None of those things actually worked for me. And after years and years of trial and error, I have found that there are two main reasons why building confidence has never worked for me. So how would you feel if you were way more confident? If you had the audacity to go and chase your dreams, to ask that girl out, to ask for a promotion, to try that side business, life would change, wouldn't it? Because I felt the same transformation as well when I finally started putting all of the pieces together. So for years of my life, I was insecure. I didn't dare to talk to anyone I didn't know. I didn't dare to do anything outside of my comfort zone. And I felt like I was just being a loser and that I was like condemned to be this way forever. However, I didn't give up there. I knew that if I could raise my confidence, if I could just get to the point where I could try, I would have a decent shot at anything in life. That's the power of having more confidence. And so I started watching a lot of videos, listening to a lot of podcasts. I bought multiple courses on the topic. I read a lot of blog posts as well. That was still a thing back when I was trying to learn all of this. And the truth is that none of it worked because it was all divided. Most of the techniques can actually work, but it's just one tiny piece of the puzzle. And most people teach you one piece of like, this is everything that you need to know about confidence. But I disregard the other 999 pieces. And so over the years of almost a decade, I managed to find and get together all of these pieces. And the way I like to think of it is that confidence is like a code. If you have a computer program, you have all of these different lines of code. And if they're all well written, you've got a fantastic program. However, if line 4, 11, 28 and 47 are missing, you have got a buggy program or a program that does not work at all. Confidence is just like that, where you have been taught different tools, techniques, tips, and they're all fantastic. But unless you put everything together, it does not work. It will not build real lasting confidence. So what I have found is that there is a foundation required for building confidence, which is understanding how this thing works. On top of that, there are 6 main pillars, where if you work on all of them, you will build true lasting confidence. If you only work on 4 of them, it will be extremely unstable. If you work on 3 or less, you have no chance at all at building confidence. That is the first key you need to know and understand about confidence. The second reason why all of the confidence tips and techniques you've been taught haven't worked is because they are way too shallow. So imagine for a moment that you are driving in your car and suddenly you hear the engine just spluttering a little bit and the check engine light comes on. And you are a smart person, you know a thing or two about cars. And so you fix it so that light on your dashboard goes out. And then you continue driving. Are you gonna get very far? The answer is no, because you fixed a shallow issue, the light on your dashboard, rather than fixing the engine itself. That's what most people do. People say like, oh yeah, just dress in nicer clothes and you will feel better about yourself. But that never actually worked for me. And it doesn't work for most people because it doesn't tackle the insecurities within themselves. So unless you start addressing the real issues, the real reasons why you don't feel confident, why you might feel like a loser, why you feel like you can never do anything and follow through on any of your plans, unless you tackle those main reasons that are at a deep psychological level. You will never actually get there. And so the problem is not what you think it is. The problem is way, way deeper. So let me give you an example of this. For most of my life, I used to have extreme difficulties with talking to girls. I would freeze up, I would stumble over my words, my heart would start pounding like I was about to die, and it was just the worst feeling in the world. That had haunted me until I was like 25. However, I never made any progress on that until I figured out what the real problem was. Because I tried fixing it with things like, oh, just learn a few lines of what to say. Oh, just approach boldly, dress nice, and just smile. Those kinds of surface level techniques. What I realized after I discovered the real problem was that when I was about 4 or 5 years old, in like 3rd grade, I had a crush on a girl. Kids in my class found out, and what do you do at that age? Ha 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 ha, Michael likes this girl, na 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 na. Right? They were teasing me. And so in my mind, subconsciously, I made the connection that if I express interest in a girl, I will get mocked, I will get ridiculed, I won't be part of the group, and I will be left out alone. That's the main reason why for 2 decades of my life, I had trouble talking to girls. Because of something that happened to me when I was 4 or 5 years old. That I hadn't even thought about for years and years. Do you see how certain issues can have way deeper problems that you're not even aware of? That is the crucial part about confidence. I know all of this because I've tried for about a decade to build up my confidence. And bit by bit, I figured out what actually works. The fact that you're still here means that you desperately want to build more confidence. Am I right? So let me ask you one question. What if you knew exactly what to do step by step by step by step to build this broad foundation for confidence, rather than focusing on just 1 or 2 or 3 bits and pieces of it? Do you think you would be more successful at building confidence? The answer is 100% yes, right? However, this video is way too short to give you everything you need to know. And so what I've done is I've created a web class where I go in detail into the entire confidence code, where I give you every piece of the puzzle. And by the way, it is absolutely free. So what I would like you to do, if you want to have more confidence, is go to the link below this video and click on it. Enter your name and email on the next page and you will get instant access to that training. So go ahead, click that link below this video right now and get the Confidence Code Masterclass right now.